Becoming rich is the desire of many, but not everyone can achieve wealth. Today I'm here to teach you how to become rich. Do you want to know the step-by-step guide to becoming rich? From adopting a millionaire mindset to everyday practices that will make all the difference in your journey towards $1 million. Are you ready? If yes, comment, "I am ready." Just comment, "I am ready," and all the wealth will come to you. If you receive, type like this in the comments, "I receive." Well, now that you've commented, let's continue. If you follow the valuable tips in this video, I'm sure it will shorten 10, 20, or even 30 years of learning about money. Many people search on YouTube every day, seeking tips on how to make money online and how to get rich quick. Have you ever done that? If so, I want to issue a warning. Be careful, as there are many ill-intentioned people out there who will sell you a course promising quick enrichment. Do you really think you'll learn anything and get rich quickly in a short time? But in reality, it's just another scam. So always stay alert, because getting rich requires a lot of effort and dedication, and things don't happen overnight. If I could give advice to today's youth, I would say, be patient and disciplined, because when you do what needs to be done, enrichment will happen naturally in your life. Never seek shortcuts, because easy wealth also goes away easily. A great example of this is lottery winners, who show every day that no matter the amount of the prize, if the person is not mentally prepared to deal with a lot of money, they will return to a state of poverty soon. And that's not what you want, right? What I'm proposing here is that we have a prosperous life of lasting wealth. So, let's go straight to the teachings that will drastically change your financial life. Pay extra attention and stay tuned not to miss any important tips. First, I need to know one thing. By any chance, would you know how to answer why some people can get rich and others, no matter how much they want it, never can? Think about it. The answer is simple. It's all related to how each of us thinks about money. Everything starts first in the mindset. It's something stored in our subconscious. Even if someone is very good at what they do professionally, if the way they think about money isn't set up for success, getting rich will be difficult. And if that happens, they may quickly lose everything they have gained. And you might be wondering, now am I doomed to live in poverty for the rest of my life because of my thoughts? The answer is no. We can make some adjustments to change our thoughts and actions to achieve the desired financial success. And you're here today for that. I'm going to teach you about having a prosperous mindset. I'm going to teach you how to be rich and never depend on a minimum wage again. So let's start with the mindset. By changing your mindset, you can change your entire financial reality. If you appreciate the level of our content, please click like, and if you don't know me yet, please subscribe to the channel. Help me reach 100,000 subscribers. It's very close. Can I count on your cooperation? If you are already subscribed, comment like this, "I am subscribed to the channel." Well, I was talking about mindset, right? That's it. If the way you see money in your subconscious isn't programmed for success, everything you learn, know, or do will not succeed. Childhood influences shape our financial view and can lead to harmful thoughts and habits. The solution is to exchange negative thoughts for positive ones that lead us to financial success. Transforming our mindset is the first step in building a solid foundation for prosperity. Most rich people think similarly. Do you think this is a coincidence? Actually, it's not. It's a formula to be followed. These rich people have a way of thinking totally different from those who don't have money. The way we think influences our actions and consequently our results. If you think and act as the poor do, you will also be poor. But if you adopt the way of thinking of rich people and act like them, you can also get rich. So start copying the way rich people think and then turn those thoughts into concrete actions to achieve financial success. If someone makes a lot of money without being internally prepared for it, their wealth is likely not to last long. Many people simply do not have the internal capacity to earn and maintain large amounts of money and to face the challenges that success brings. That's one of the reasons why they don't get rich. True wealth goes beyond the numbers in the bank account. It lies in the mindset of prosperity, cultivated over time. An example of this is lottery winners, as I mentioned earlier. Research consistently shows that no matter the size of the prize, most winners return to their previous financial state. This happens because they cannot manage large sums of money. They start spending recklessly, and in a few years, they are back in the same situation as before. And believe me, many of them return worse off, with numerous debts. That's really embarrassing, which is why I say we first need to work on our mindset. On the other hand, those who become rich through their own efforts usually do the opposite. If they lose their fortune, they often recover it quickly. This happens because they may lose the money, but they don't lose the most important ingredient of success, the mindset of wealth. It's the mindset that makes the difference. Regardless of your results, whether in abundance or scarcity, positive or negative, always remember that the world around you is a reflection of your inner world. If things aren't going well in your external life, it's because something isn't going well in your internal life. Transforming your mindset about money is the path to changing not only your financial reality, but also the quality of life as a whole. How does a person's view of money form? It consists of the information or programming that the person received in the past, mainly when they were children. What were the primary sources of this programming or conditioning? For most of us, the list includes parents, siblings, authority figures, teachers, religious leaders, media, and culture. These are the main ones, but the list is extensive. Recognizing these sources and consciously reprogramming our mindset is the first step in building a money model geared for success and lasting prosperity. The way you think about money today was created automatically based on the information you received. Now let's remove this automatic model and let's create a new model. Let's create from scratch a new mindset, a new way of seeing and using money. Children aren't born already knowing how to deal with money. They will learn this over time. From a young age, we're taught to behave in a certain way regarding money. And these teachings become automatic habits that guide us throughout life, unless we intervene to change these patterns in our minds. Taking conscious control of these patterns is essential for shaping a prosperous financial future. Each of us has a money model in the subconscious that more than anything else shapes our financial future. This model is like our mental programming, a set of beliefs stored in the subconscious that influence how we deal with money. Recognizing and modifying this programming is the key to transforming our finances and building a solid foundation for success. There's an essential formula that determines how we create our financial reality. We call it the manifestation process, which occurs as follows. Thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and actions lead to results. But where do thoughts come from? Thoughts come from the information files stored in the subconscious. Transforming this information is the path to redefining our financial trajectory. Verbal programming in childhood is powerful. The phrases we hear, such as "money is the root of all evil" or "you can't be rich and serve God at the same time," are engraved in the subconscious and affect our attitudes towards money. Challenging and replacing these beliefs is essential to pave the way for a mindset of prosperity. The examples we witness at home also shape our financial view. If our parents were spenders or thrifty, this influences how we deal with money today. Becoming aware of these family patterns is the first step in breaking negative financial cycles. This is true, and you need to pay more attention to what you do with your money, because certain experiences can leave traumas that turn into negative beliefs in the subconscious, affecting our financial success. Rewriting these experiences with a positive perspective is essential to unleash financial potential. To change this mental programming, awareness is needed, understanding the impact of childhood, dissociation from negative beliefs, conditioning the mind with positive beliefs that lead to financial success. Starting this change process requires commitment, persistence, and consistent action towards building a mindset of prosperity. You can begin to change your thoughts by repeating some important phrases. Please write down these phrases so you don't forget. The first phrase is, "What I learned about money wasn't true. From now on, I choose to adopt new ways of thinking about money." The second phrase is, "The way my family deals with money is their thing and not mine. I decide how to act in this area." The third phrase is, "I free myself from negative experiences with money and build a rich future for myself." Repeat these statements at least 3 times in the morning, right after waking up, and 3 times at night before going to sleep. If possible, rewind the video and write down these phrases on a piece of paper so you don't forget. Repeating these phrases will strengthen the new financial mindset you want to cultivate. Write these phrases on paper, also write them in your heart. Talk about this subject with your spouse, as all of this serves to strengthen the new mindset we are creating. Many people think that success in business depends mainly on skills and knowledge, or at least on the ability to identify good business opportunities. However, this is not entirely true. True success in business starts with personal growth and mindset transformation. Developing skills is crucial, but without the solid foundation of an entrepreneurial mindset, opportunities can be missed. Many of us believe that we make conscious choices in life, but in reality we make few decisions that reflect our true consciousness. Most of the time we act automatically, guided by our past mental programming. Becoming aware of these automatic patterns is the first step in regaining control of our choices and directing our financial life. True financial freedom begins with freedom from unconscious programming. Our mental programming comes from beliefs and information passed on by others, often passed down from generation to generation. Conscious of this, we can consciously replace concepts that do not contribute to prosperity with more positive ones. Taking conscious control of our mental programming is a powerful act in the pursuit of financial success. We are not just passive receivers of others' beliefs. We are active architects of our financial reality. What do you think? Are you willing to change those thoughts that are not taking you forward? No thought exists without impact. No thought lives for free in our heads. They are affecting us all the time. They can lead us towards happiness and success, or simply away from wealth. Therefore, choosing our thoughts and beliefs wisely is crucial. Each thought is a seed planted in the garden of our financial reality. Choose the seeds that will lead to prosperity and money. Cultivating a positive mindset is watering these seeds for healthy financial growth. Rich people believe they have control over their lives, while poor people see things happening and call it chance or simply destiny. Which one do you believe in? Do you think you have control of your financial life, or do you just think things happen? To enrich, it is crucial to believe that you control your life, especially your financial life. Taking responsibility is the first step towards developing a life of abundance and building a prosperous future. The belief that we are the protagonists of our financial story is the foundation for lasting success. Often, people prefer to see themselves as victims, blaming others for their situation. It is essential to take responsibility and avoid blaming others. Complaining is also harmful because it attracts more negativity and poverty. Change begins when we decide to be the architects of our own fortune, focusing on positive thoughts and affirming, "I create my own financial success." Authenticity and responsibility are the keys to unlocking the doors of prosperity. Rich people enter the financial game aiming to win, while poor people enter the financial game not to lose. Individuals with a poor mindset adopt a defensive posture in the financial game. If you participate in a competition adopting a purely defensive strategy, your chances of winning will be slim or non-existent. However, this is how most people see the financial game. Their main concern is survival and security, not the pursuit of wealth and abundance. The goal of rich people is to achieve great wealth and abundance, not just some money, but a lot of money. The goal of people with a poor mindset is to have enough money to pay the bills. This cannot be your goal in any way. Money just to pay the bills? No, no, no. let's remember the law of intention. If your intention is to have just enough to cover expenses, that's exactly what you'll get, not a penny more. The issue comes down to this. If your goal is just to have some comfort, you're likely never going to get rich. But if your goal is to get rich, you're likely to end up in a richly comfortable situation. If you aim for the stars, you'll at least hit the moon. People with a poor mindset don't even aim at the ceiling of their own house and then wonder why they didn't hit anything. The law of intention says that we only get what we aim for. If you want to get rich, your goal has to be that, and not just having enough to pay the bills or enjoy some comfort. Repeat the following statement a few times. My goal is to become a millionaire, and much more. Clarity of purpose is the first step in creating an abundant financial reality. Rich people commit to being rich, while poor people wish they were rich. Ask people if they would like to be rich. They will say, of course. The truth, however, is that almost all of them do not want to get rich because they have many negative beliefs in their subconscious. They say there is something wrong with being rich. That is, such people have very contradictory ideas about wealth. For example, they say, having more money would make my life much more fun, but they also say, but I'll have to work my butt off. Or, I'll be able to travel around the world, but they also say, people will want to borrow money. These contradictions may seem innocent, but in reality, they are some of the main reasons why most people never get rich. Rich people have no doubt that they want to make a fortune. They are unwavering in their desire and fully committed to creating wealth. They will do whatever is legal, moral, and ethical to achieve their goal. People with a poor mindset point out a number of reasons to explain why getting rich and being rich can be a problem. Consequently, they are never 100% sure they want to make a fortune. By the law of attraction, you always get what you want, what you desire in your subconscious, not what you say you want. If you're not getting the wealth you say you want, there's a good chance it's because, first, deep down, you don't really want it. Second, you're not willing to do what it takes to get what you want. To achieve wealth, you need to go through 3 levels. The first is, I want to be rich. This is another way of saying that I will seize every opportunity, but just wanting is not enough. Wealth does not simply result from wanting. The second level of desire is, I choose to be rich. This implies the decision to become rich. The choice has a very strong energy and goes hand in hand with the responsibility the person has to create their own reality. The word decision comes from the Latin decidere, which means to eliminate all other alternatives. Rich people think broadly, while poor people think narrowly. The key word is value, and it is crucial to know the 4 factors that determine your value in the market: supply, demand, quality, and quantity. The factor that represents the biggest challenge for most people is quantity. Another way to express this is how many people you serve or reach in presentations, for example. There are instructors who prefer to teach small groups of 20 people at a time. Others feel comfortable with 100 listeners in the room. Others like an audience of 500 participants, and still others appreciate audiences of 2,000 to 5,000 people or more. Surely there is a huge difference in earnings for these instructors. Do you prefer to think broadly or narrowly? Most choose to think narrowly due to fear of failure and also of success because they feel inferior and unworthy. They do not consider themselves important enough or capable of making a real difference in someone's life. But our life is not just about us. A good definition of an entrepreneur is a person who profits by solving other people's problems. Do you prefer to solve problems for more people or fewer people? If you answered more, you need to start thinking broadly and decide to help a large number of people, thousands and even millions. The result of this is that the more people you help, the more prosperous you will be in the end. Thinking and acting small only leads to a life of sacrifices and dissatisfaction. Thinking broadly and acting broadly allows you to have money and a meaningful life. Repeat the following statement a few times. I think broadly. I choose to help thousands of people. Rich people focus on opportunities while poor people focus on obstacles. Rich people see opportunities, poor people identify obstacles. Rich people recognize growth potential, poor people consider potential loss. Rich people focus on compensation, poor people focus on risk. We're not talking about positive or negative thinking, but about the habitual perspective through which a person sees the world. Many people with a poor mindset make decisions inspired by fear. Their minds are constantly looking for what is wrong or can go wrong in any situation. Their mental programming is, what if it doesn't work out? Or more often, this won't work out. Those who have a middle-class mental programming are a little more optimistic and say, I hope it works out. The rich take responsibility for the results of their lives and act according to the mental programming, it will work out because I will make it work out. They expect to succeed, have confidence in their ability and creativity, and believe that if some things fail, they will find another way to succeed. In general, the greater the reward, the greater the risk. Because they see opportunities all the time, rich people are willing to take risks. They believe they will recover their money if something goes wrong. The expectation of people with a poor mindset, on the other hand, is to fail. They have no confidence in themselves or their abilities. They are sure that if they are not successful in their actions, it will be a disaster. And since they only see obstacles, they are generally not willing to take risks. But without risk, there is no reward. You need to understand this. Without risks, there are no rewards. You search and search for success all the time, but you are never willing to take risks, and you do not know that the success you are looking for is hidden behind the rich you avoid so much. It is good to remember that being open to accepting risks does not necessarily mean being willing to lose. Rich people take calculated risks. This means that they research, perform the necessary analyses, and make decisions based on facts and solid information. They don't spend their whole lives gathering information. They do what they can in the shortest time possible and make the calculated decision to start or not start this new venture. Although they say, I'm preparing for an opportunity, what people with a poor mindset usually do is stand still, dying of fear. They take weeks, months, and even years thinking about what to do, and when they decide, the opportunity has already disappeared. Rich people also understand that it is not possible to have all the information in advance. Therefore, they prepare as best they can in the shortest possible time, act, and correct themselves along the way. People with a poor mindset, not trusting themselves and their abilities, believe they need to know everything in advance, which is practically impossible. Meanwhile, they do nothing. Repeat the following statement a few times. I focus on opportunities and not on obstacles. Rich people admire other rich and successful individuals, while poor people hold resentment towards those who are rich and successful. People with a poor mindset often look at other people's success with resentment, jealousy, and envy. If you want to be a rich person, but consider the rich naturally bad, then you will never be rich. It is impossible for you to become something you despise. If you want to be rich, you need to love and admire the rich. It is astonishing to observe the resentment and even the anger that many people with a poor mindset have towards the rich. It is as if they believe that the rich are responsible for the difficult situation they are in. If during their life they were told that rich people are dishonest, unworthy, and despicable, it is precisely because they accept this idea that they have no money. 98 out of every 100 rich men are honest, and that is why they are rich. That's why others trust them with money. That's why they carry out great enterprises and always find people to work with them. I know that there are also dishonest people who earn millions dishonestly, but they are so rare that the newspapers talk about them all the time until we get the impression that all the rich get their fortunes dishonestly. I myself know honest rich and also dishonest rich. I know honest poor and dishonest poor. So if the person is poor, it does not mean that they will be honest. Or if the person is rich, they will be dishonest. No. Of all the attributes necessary to get rich, being reliable must be near the top of the list. Would you do business with someone you don't trust at least a little? Therefore, to get rich, it is necessary to be reliable. In the view of many people, if so many people trust someone, it is because that person must really be reliable. This subject on my channel is far from over. I still have a lot of valuable content to share with you, but it is impossible to do it all in just one video. For me to know that you are a persistent person and watch the video to the end, please comment like this: "The secret to wealth is having a millionaire mindset." Just comment that. The secret to wealth is having a millionaire mindset. When I see this comment, I will give a little heart because I know you will be a millionaire soon, and I will know that you stayed until the end of the video. Now, an amazing video that I made especially for you is appearing on your screen. This video is 100% focused on building wealth. I'm sure you'll want to watch it, so click on it now.